Hi, this is Heidi Cooper of TorahFamilyLiving.com, and today we are heading out to the garden to harvest the rest of the beets. The beets were planted on special request from my mother-in-law who loves them pickled. So Caleb is my helper today, and he's helping dig them up. He was having a hard time digging between the weeds and the beets. While he's digging, I wanted to make sure I have a chance to share with you the basic recipe for refrigerator pickled beets. You don't have to actually can them. You can just put them in a leftover jar and you slice them up, put them in the jar. Oh, look, that's a nice one. Some of them were about the size of baseballs, which was awesome. Okay, so you make a brine with 2.5 cups of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of sugar. And you get that all stirred up and you just pour that over your beets in the jar and put them in the fridge and give them a few weeks to get nice and pickled, and that's all there is to it. You just have to keep them in the fridge. But we didn't have a huge crop of beets. I'd say we ended up with about 3.5–4 jars total. So it's perfect for her. She can just keep them right in her fridge and eat them whenever she wants. There, see, those are some nice ones. Oh, I think this was the monster one. Look at that. He was really proud of that one. While he's finishing picking the beets, keep in mind with most root crops, like beets and radishes and turnips, the greens are just as useful and edible as the root crop. So make sure you don't throw those out. Check out our mammoth sunflowers. We are collecting the heads one by one, drying them, and they are going to be treats for the chickens during the winter. Look at the size of that. Just beautiful. Oh, he's got another one. It's funny. I usually cut my audio and put it back in later, but he said this was like a kraken. Silly, silly guy. All right, there's our full basket of beets ready to go wash up because they are root crops and they are covered with dirt. So we're gonna head over and start washing them up. And while we're doing that, the chickens got a bunch of the weeds that I pulled. Helps keep them busy. They love pecking through things. So it's always nice when we've got something foliage-wise we can throw into their yard for them. They also get all the scraps when we're cleaning up the veggies. Look at them go. Chickens are fun to watch. So Caleb's got the hose. He's gonna get all the dirt off outside so that we're not making a bunch of mud in the house. He was saying, look at how red they are. And they're not so much, they look kind of red out here, but once you cut them open, then you see the really beautiful color that beets have. That deep reddish purple. So pretty. So yeah, when you're collecting vegetables, any cleaning you can do outside with the hose is going to save you a lot of mess in the house. And there is all our washed beets ready to go. All right. So to be able to use the beets, you want to cut the greens off, and then you're going to need to peel them. And Elisha was helping me do some filming, and the tripod was blocking the drawer, so I couldn't get to the peeler, so I was trying to do it with a knife. But the peeler, just a vegetable peeler, works so much better. So you'll see what I mean in a minute here. So I've got the greens cut off. Then you see it's you can get that skin off with a knife, but it's a bit more tedious. My husband's a bit better at doing stuff like that. See there, I'm looking going, oh, he's blocking the drawer. It can be done, but it's tricky. And beets, I just want to warn you, they are a hard vegetable, and you really, really need to be careful with that knife when you're slicing them. I have a Band-Aid because I cut myself while I was working on these, and the knife slipped on me. So you treat them like they're hard, like carrots, and just be mindful of that when you're using the knife so that you avoid cutting yourself. Okay, had enough of that. Now we're going at it with the veggie peeler. So much faster. Now you can start really seeing the color. Look at that. And as you may have guessed, beets have a natural dye that if you use it on fabrics, it'll give you a lovely color. And it'll give your fingers a lovely color too. Okay, so you're looking for 1/8 to 1/4 inch slices, I'd say. Aren't those pretty? Then you put them in the jar, cover them with the brine I described earlier, and I'll put that in the description, and you're done. There's pickled beets ready to keep in the fridge. Until next time, thanks for watching.